Hi, and welcome to episode 22 of Duck Size Horses, the comedy podcast that answers all of the questions that you've always wanted answered. I'm Jack Higgins.
I'm Nathan Harrat.
I used to have a pet goldfish called 22, and I've just remembered that
We're in.
now. That's number 22.
Yes.
22 is a goldfish. It was called that because we had 22 pence after we bought him.
Very nice.
How's that for
That's
a
a
hard
great
hitting
22.
fact?
That's a great 22 link. And I meant to say, we've literally just started, but one of my friends today said that 22 is also two little ducks or something in bingo calling.
Oh, is it?
Or something along those lines. I may have misappropriated the fact I was told, but I believe.
That's right. I always thought, I guess, yeah, because the twos look like ducks.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, perfect.
We're in. Any other 22 appropriate links you want to make?
I can't think of any. Off the top of my head.
I think that's it.
22 little ducks. Perfect.
Sold.
Is 77 horses in? Because the sevens would look like horses' heads.
Well, I mean, I'm not
Oh,
that
we've
clued up on bingo calling, to be fair.
we've got some time to go.
We have
I
got some
think
time to
before
go.
then.
Yeah.
But we'll do
We'll
some
get there.
research.
We'll look into or you can let us know.
Yeah, you do the research.
You do the work for a change.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm very well, sir. How are you?
Very well. Very, very well. We've got a belt of a question
It's a good one.
this
It's
week.
a very good one.
From the old question bank, from the randomly spat out
Yeah, spreadsheet of wonder.
spreadsheet of wonder, and also got some cracking competition entries as well, which we'll crack onto a little bit later on, and we'll tell you how you can get involved with the competition.
We will.
But before then, I think we should crack on with episode 22 and
We
question
should.
in hand.
Yes. Let's go for it, mate.
So, as always, I will read out the results to the poll,
Yes, I'm excited.
and
I'm excited.
then we'll hear what you have to say, and then I'll hand over to Nathan
Yes.
to answer the question. So the question
Christ.
for this month was: would you rather have a magic carpet or your own personal robot? So, the good
Yes, mate.
people of Twitter.com
Nice. Thank you.
have gone 53% carpet, 47% robots.
Oh,
So more people would prefer
I'm
the
surprised.
flying method of transportation.
I am surprised by that. So.
You are. And on Facebook, it's quite it's even more stark.
Is
so
it?
It's 82% carpet
Ooh.
and 18% robots. So little shout out to everyone who's
Go
gotten
on,
involved. So Abby, Ryan, Charlotte, Rob, Jacob, Connell, and everybody else who's gotten involved and told us which they'd prefer this week.
Yeah.
So, same question
Yeah, go
to
on, then,
you,
mate.
Mr. Harrat.
Yes, sir.
Would you rather have a flying carpet or your own personal robot?
Oh, now I've struggled with this one, to be fair. It took a lot of thinking because, as I said to you, sort of when you text me the question, there's pros to both. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think there is. There's positives in both would have their benefits, but also there's negatives to both. So I was tempted to follow the pattern that I have had for the last few months, which has been to go for neither.
I'm going to put my foot down
But
this time.
You'll be relieved to hear before you
okay.
put your foot on anything that I have gone for one in the end.
You settled.
So I initially thought I was going for neither, but then I could see your face looking cross as it was about 8 seconds ago. So I have gone for one, and eventually, although I was tempted by flying carpet because of the sort of ease of transportation that I thought a flying carpet would offer, and also I'm quite a fan of the Aladdin films, which I suppose made famous the
Yes,
flying
yeah,
carpet,
yeah.
really, didn't it? That was the first kind of, I was going to say propaganda for the flying carpet, but that's the wrong phrase. But that was the first time it became sort of into the public psyche. But that aside, I've gone for the other option. I've gone for the personal robot, I think.
Oh.
So, yeah, I'm thinking I'd go for a personal robot. Would you like my reasons? Or
I'd
Of
love
course
your
you would,
reasons,
yeah.
of course, because that would
Otherwise
make
it's,
a very short podcast if
Yeah.
we didn't.
It's a very thin-veiled argument otherwise, isn't it? So I'd go for a personal robot. And I was thinking, first of all, the crucial thing to get sorted would be the name.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking Melvin.
Melvin, the
the
robot.
personal
A
robot.
little bit like Marvin,
A little bit like Marvin, yeah.
the
But
paranoid android.
yes, good knowledge. Good knowledge, great reference. But also because, and this could be wrong, so get in touch if I'm incorrect. But I'm pretty sure there was a Fireman Sam episode when I was growing up, and he had a robot who I believe was called Melvin and helped him do tasks.
Do you know what's always bothered me about Fireman Sam?
Many things. I'm
Many,
sure.
many
Here they
things.
come.
There's a very finite number of people in that town.
Yeah.
There, what, 5 or 6 firemen?
6, I think. Hang on.
You don't need that many for that many.
No, I mean
people.
they're quite a,
I mean,
they're quite a sort of
Yeah.
catastrophically clumsy
yeah, I mean,
village.
just, I mean, it goes against what the firemen
Yeah.
do. But just let natural selection take its course. I
Yeah,
mean,
but,
if they're gonna have accidents that regularly,
Yeah, but that's a horrific kids program where Fireman Sam doesn't save anyone; he just lets the village
this-
of
is this
Pontypandy burn.
is this a slightly newer Fireman Sam where he's got a robot,
No, it was like
proper old puppet?
proper old puppet. Yeah, puppet and
Because I've seen the new Postman Pat,
yeah.
and he's got a rocket.
Yeah, no, new Fireman Sam is disgraceful
helicopter.
because new Fireman Sam has a helicopter, and I don't like it.
No,
And he does a lot of things that aren't fireman based. Like he helps them out in situations that a fireman wouldn't necessarily be,
I don't
needed.
know. Back in school when we were in primary school, we had a fireman come in and we did all the make sure check your smoke alarms and
Yeah,
turn
but
off plugs and
that's
all
to
this.
prevent like long term fire.
But
that's not getting kites out of trees and
This is it. He said you have lots of other like little tasks, and he said, who would you call if a cat got stuck up a tree? And nobody wanted to answer because everybody thought, hang on, this is a trick question.
yeah,
He obviously wants us to say you,
yeah.
but apparently that is who you call if there's
right.
cats in the tree. Fire
Okay.
fire brigade. You wouldn't call 999 because it's not an emergency.
is it? And I suppose you wouldn't call a vet, would you? Because
No.
they're not really going to be able to help you in that
Tree
situation.
surgeon.
Well, yeah, but they'd cut the tree down, wouldn't they?
The idea is because obviously it's not an emergency, but if they can help, they will. But
I suppose they've got the equipment to.
they've got the equipment, they've got the know-how to get up and down safely, and the last thing they want is somebody trying to scare the tree
That's true.
and falling and injure themselves, because then it would create an injury.
Nice.
So,
That's
bringing it back to the point.
yeah. What
fi-
was the point?
I think Fireman Sam's jobs are a lot more
Yeah, that's true. Maybe
widespread than.
than just fighting. There's more to it. It's more complicated.
So he had a robot.
He
called
did have a
Melvin.
robot who, in the episode that I used to watch quite a lot when I was a kid, used to like have to put a tape in, like a cassette tape. I wouldn't have that kind of technology.
It'd
I'd
be
like to
like
think
an
it's a
SD
bit
card or something.
further on, like USB or. I'm not very techie. I feel like I need your help to get my answer, but that would be cheating. But that kind of. What's the kind of modern day equivalent of the cassette jack?
Like an SD card,
SD, yeah.
or it would probably have its own cloud storage now.
Yes.
Be Wi-Fi connected.
Yeah. So it would be like that. But anyway, in that episode, you'd put the cassette in and it would do the task. So it was like potato peeling or whatever in that. But for me, I was thinking more along the lines of getting him to do not tasks, because with Fireman Sam's robot, it's not a phrase I say often. It was to get him to do tasks that Fireman Sam didn't want to do.
Mhm.
But I wouldn't use my robot like that. I'd use it to enhance tasks I was doing. So I was thinking, like a while ago, I helped a friend of mine build a fence and a patio,
Mm-hmm.
and it was quite a long process and very satisfying.
I remember you
had
telling
we,
me.
we did a cracking job,
Yeah.
to be fair. And I would use, had we had a robot like my own personal Melvin,
Mm-hmm.
it could have sped up the process a lot more, I think.
Yeah. I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Would you have had to download another little program for him to be able to do? Say
Like a building app or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Possibly, yeah.
could say, okay, do this thing now.
Yeah, or maybe he could have we didn't use blueprints, but there was like a sketch drawing plan that we had, so maybe you could scan that into his system somehow. But yeah, so that was one of the things I was thinking. And then I was thinking also, if you've got a personal robot, you could sort of outsource things, outsource jobs, or if I'm ever, and it's very unlikely, if I'm ever invited to 2 parties at once, I could go to one and then my personal robot could go to the other.
That's
And,
very true.
You know, I'm still a presence at both.
Yes, that
But
is
I'm
very,
not,
very true.
You know, you haven't got that kind of worry about, you know, disappointing one person because you can't make the party.
Oh, yeah.
And whether you could, like, a bit like the Teletubbies, like program the screen so that they could see
Oh, there's a screen on
a
it.
bit like a Skype screen, so I
Yeah.
could Skype myself from one. Actually, no, that's not a good idea because if they see you're at another party, they might be.
Yeah. And then if you do that, they might end up preferring the robot.
I mean, that's a given.
And
Let's
then-
be
and
honest.
then next birthday comes around, Melvin gets
Melvin gets the invite, but I would. To be fair, I'd be all right with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I was kind of thinking as well that there's always a risk, and from my experience of watching programs about robots and stuff, there's always a point where they're either like overworked or overused, and then they kick off and start some kind of uprising. So I thought to kind of counteract that, we'd have days. Go with me. That's not a face of someone that's convinced with this, but I'd have like Melvin days.
Okay.
So a day where he could, because we used to do something when I was younger where we'd have a day. Like my mum would let us just choose whatever we wanted to do for the whole day, and we'd be in charge of that day. And it was normally during holidays, but it felt amazing to, you know, have strawberry milk for breakfast and sausage rolls for lunch, and you know, I mean, my dreams were quite low, but
Sounds like a
we'd
good
go
day.
and play crazy golf and stuff. And for that day, you know, it was kind of like, no, I suppose, you know, the attention was on you, and that's not why I enjoyed it. But it was like doing what you wanted for a whole day, so that kind of when you were asked to do the dishwasher or something, you thought, well, that's fair enough because, you know, I had a whole day
Mm-hmm.
for myself. So to kind of prevent uprising, I'd have a whole day where Melvin felt like he was doing what he wanted to do.
I see. So you're
So-
appeasing.
Yeah, so that we have a
The
good
robot.
relationship and it's kind of two-way.
How sentient would the robot be? Like super sentient. So you're saying prevent like an
Yes.
uprising.
Yes.
So he's self-aware. He knows he's a robot.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I think transparency is important in any good relationship. So I think he would know from day one that he was a robot.
Would you not be worried though that it would rise up and like the hit action movie Terminator, just kill, kill, kill?
I suppose there's always a risk, isn't it, with a robot that could happen. But I feel like if there's regular Melvin days, and you know that he is appreciated and feels a sort of valued member of the team kind of thing.
Do you reckon he could be like the buffer in between like other robots? Because
I think so, yeah, like
let's say
A
you've-
go-between.
yeah, you've got one, but if you've got a robot, somebody else is going to have a robot.
Yeah.
Maybe that one's going to be the horrible one.
Yeah, so maybe he can be kind of an almost like, I was going to say Samaritan for a robot, but you know what I mean, like a diffuser type. You know, would say, oh, they're
And-
not all bad. We could start some kind of like robot human retreat where they could come and learn the sort of
Center sparks.
Yeah, I like it. There you go.
Oh, well, yeah, it could work.
That
Yeah.
it could work.
It'd be like is it in Futurama? Bender has like a little oil bath.
Yeah.
As a jacuzzi.
A bit like that, yeah. That
Okay.
kind of thing. So we're kind of, although I suppose technology and stuff is come on such, there's still a unity between us and the robot there. So it would be, we're all on the same page, and hopefully, fingers crossed. I actually did cross my fingers then. That was I properly invested in that. You know, there would be no uprising.
Well, this is the guys from the Verbal Diorama podcast
Nice.
gotten in touch, and that's the reason I asked that question. Is they said they will always go back to Skynet and how the machines could easily take over and kill us all. So they've gone with the magic carpet. They've
right.
been in the majority that have chosen
Yeah,
that one.
fair enough.
So that doesn't bother you. They're not just you think it would be okay all in all.
I feel like it can be saved. I feel like there's enough, you know, I'm sure at some point they may kick off. But I just feel like if they've been treated properly in the build up to that, it can be.
Okay, slightly different question then.
Here we go.
'Cause so obviously the machines rose up because
Yeah.
treated unfairly.
Yeah.
What if it was like iRobot where they're rising up not because they've been treated unfairly, but because it's programmed within their free laws that they can't harm
Yeah, right. Okay.
people.
Yeah.
But the best way to stop people harming people is to get rid of the people.
Oh,
What if that's the case? And
That's
it's
a
like a
good-
iRobot.
that's a very good question. That I think, unless you program it so that it would only kind of confront people of its own kind, so it would only be like robot. I was going to say robot on robot. That's not a good.
Well, then you get
sentence, but-
Robot Wars, and then we're back to the
Exactly.
cozy world of BBC
Exactly.
Two.
See, it's a very strange circle, but yeah. So I feel like
So you'd have like a proper kind of like android kind of walking, talking
yeah, like a
robot,
just like a yeah, like another. I think what I want is
Not
a
like a
friend, to be honest, mate.
what was it? You wouldn't have a house bot.
No,
in,
no.
like, Robot Wars.
No, I wouldn't have like a house, but it would be
If you could though, which
Yeah.
one would you have out of the house
Oh,
bots?
at the house bots. Probably Sir Kill-A-Lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had a lot of time for him.
big grim and menacing.
Yeah, that's what I aspired to.
I think I'd go for either Sergeant Bash or
Good choice.
or
good
or,
choice.
or Refbot.
Refbot. I liked Refbot.
Because when they brought in Refbot, it kind of leveled things out of
It
it.
did, yeah, it
Had a
calmed
lot
things
more.
down.
Seemed like a bit more of a gentleman's game. Than,
Maybe that's a way to sort of diffuse the uprisings. Is instead of trying to sort of make it so they only attack each other kind of thing, maybe program it into like once a month. There is like a designated Robot Wars-esque battle royal type thing where they go and they vent all their frustration, and then they're fine and there's no trying to kill humans or anything. And we'd have a ref bot and it would be quite civilized.
that could work.
I think I think I'll stop at that point. I'm quite happy with that.
All right, fairly well argued.
What about yourself, sir?
I've gone for the same.
Have you?
Yeah, I've gone for Robot. And this is because of an equally good point someone on Twitter made. It was the let me just quickly look it up. Here it's the show with Pre-Show and Frosty.
Right, yeah.
They got in touch to say that although flying carpets would be great,
Yeah.
and be very nice, there'd be just too much legislation around them.
Oh, that's a good point. That's
Like
a very
imagine
good
trying
point,
to get
yeah.
a license for a flying carpet.
Yeah, that's true.
It'd be awful.
Yeah. It'd be tricky.
I mean, I took 3 attempts to pass my driving test.
Yeah,
I mean,
that would
doing
be
a
difficult.
flying carpet test would be
Yeah, that would be hard.
even worse. Plus, you'd have to think about going alongside planes.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. Well, this is, I guess, if planes are still needed. If you've got a
Well,
flying
I
carpet to
mean,
do the legwork.
I think planes would be needed because you can't fit that many people on a sort of carpet rug
Depends
type.
how big it is. If it's like one of the ones that they've got sort of hung up on the wall in like Longleat or
Yeah.
something, they're pretty big.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but you'd still need a plane, I reckon. You're not going to get more than like 20 people on a rug.
Where are we drawing the line with flying carpets? Does it have to be like traditional kind of like Aladdin size
Yeah, I think
carpet?
maybe. I suppose.
It can't be like the entire sort of living room carpet.
No, it's got to be like. It's got to be, I think, like the Aladdin sort of Persian rug type, rather than just like the carpet that we've got here, just being able to fly on that.
I think it would be too much hassle. Because would you need to wear a helmet as well? What happens if you're flying the
probably, yeah.
carpet at night time? I mean,
Lights, yeah.
in Aladdin they didn't have lights, but there
No.
wasn't that much other air traffic about.
No, that's a very good point.
Like, what's the maximum speed you can go at?
I reckon it's got to be capped, doesn't it?
Yeah,
And maybe height.
it's too many things to think about.
Yeah, they're right about the legislation. There'd be just a lot of.
Seat belts as well. You can't plug a seatbelt on the carpet.
No, that's true. You'd have to have some kind of strap.
I
Wouldn't
think
you?
all in all, it's a pretty bad idea.
Yeah, it would take a while to get off the ground, wouldn't it? With all the sort of.
Well, no, not really. I mean, if
yeah, well, yeah.
you just hop on and fly.
yeah.
But my biggest peeve
Yeah,
with it
with the flying carpet.
is, and I tried to use this argument of a robot thing, but in Aladdin, that flying carpet is sentient.
Yes, that's
It knows it's a carpet.
true.
I think you're a much bigger danger of being bumped off by a rug
Yeah,
than you are by a robot.
I mean that is one of life's great mottos, right there. Get it on a t-shirt.
Yeah, that's what we call this episode.
Yeah.
But you imagine that
it's a very good point. Yeah.
You've slighted the carpet. You've accidentally spilt a cup of tea on it.
Oh, yeah.
When it's doing its day job.
It wouldn't take kindly to that, would it?
No, it'd be awful. So, accidentally spilled some tea on it. You've done a substandard job of mopping it up.
Yeah.
Put a bit of 1001 on it to try to get
Bit
the
of
stain
kitchen
off.
towel.
Yeah, it's just not gone well.
Yeah.
You need to pop to the shops because let's face it, you got a carpet. You could go anywhere you want, but
Yeah. You're going local, aren't you?
you're gonna go local. You're
Yeah.
not gonna fly like miles away.
No.
Everyone has a car. Then you go to the shops. You'd go to the shops, but you'd fly.
Yeah.
Carpet would just take you up high enough, and then drop you off.
Literally outside.
Yeah. No. Just drop you
Oh.
off the carpet.
Oh,
and
wow. So
that'd
there's
be-
an
that-
element of danger to you.
Yeah, that'd be the end of you because you've slighted the carpet.
Oh, I see. So as a kind of
Revenge
carpet,
thing, yeah.
the carpet would out of spite
Yeah.
kill you. Wow.
And then whose fault is that? Is it the person driving the carpet or is it the carpet itself?
I mean,
Because for all intents and purposes, nobody knows the carpet is sentient.
no, that's true.
Only one person knew the carpet itself.
Yeah.
Did it ever have a name?
What, in Aladdin?
Yeah.
I think it was just a carpet, wasn't
Did he spoke to it a couple of times, didn't he? Didn't he just call it, hey, carpet?
it? Oi.
Oi.
Clicked a bit. No, I don't think it had a name. I think it was just a carpet, wasn't it? He did speak to it a few times, but it was only like commands, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think it wasn't sort of given a name as far as I know.
How did it get its thing? Did the genie make it fly? Or was it always flying beforehand?
I think it was always flying beforehand, wasn't it? Just it was in the like cave bit, wasn't it? Where he gets the lamp.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I think he has it before he meets the genie.
Hmm.
Really should have watched Aladdin before we recorded this, to
Yeah.
be fair. Just to
It's a lot of questions.
Hmm.
We'll have to.
have to watch Aladdin again. It's a cracking film, actually, though. Just
Very good. Are they bringing out like
They're bringing out another one, aren't they?
a live action
I think so, yeah.
thing?
A live action version.
There's an Aladdin 2 as well.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
and
nervous of that.
Jafar's Revenge or something.
Right.
I vaguely remember having it on VHS when we were younger.
Nice.
Surprise, surprise, Jafar's back.
Well, yeah.
Carpet's still around. Carpet's still sentient. I think the carpet actually played a crucial role
In the second one.
or in the first one.
Oh, yeah.
in getting rid of Jafar.
Yes,
it
that's
was,
true,
It was
yeah.
kind of like
Like a decoy.
like the second hero.
Yeah.
Or in a way.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that could go quite the other way. So Aladdin 2, Jafar's Revenge, Aladdin 3, Carpet's Revenge.
Yeah.
Could go either way.
But good, yeah. It's dicey, isn't it?
Just takes a misplaced cup of tea. So yeah, I'm going with
So you've gone with Robot,
so I've gone with Robot.
just in case you forgot.
just bringing it back in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I in much the same way. It'd be quite nice to have a bit of help.
Would you name your robot?
Um,
And if so, what name would you go
No,
for? You
I
can have Melvin if you want.
I think you. I'm not sure if I would because you get too attached to it.
Oh, I see, yeah.
kind of think of it like a tool.
You want to keep a professional distance.
Yeah. So like it wouldn't be sentient. It would have like a set amount of jobs. You could download extra ones for it to do,
Yeah.
but company and things
That's not what. Yeah, you're
not
all right.
needed. It's more of like a just get things done.
Yeah.
So yeah, sort of help out with the patio and the fence and
Yeah.
cook dinner, do the hoovering.
Yeah.
Those little things.
All
just
the
just so you
classic
can
chores. Yeah.
yeah,
So
just so you can
you've got
focus on
more
everything
time
else.
to do important things.
That's what I think. So I think I just call it by its model name,
Okay.
whatever it could
Whatever
be.
it was. Yeah.
iRobot 5000 or
Nice.
something along those lines.
I like it.
I don't know about the telly screen.
You wouldn't have a screen in yours.
Nah.
You're going more classic.
Yeah, I think as well. If you stop the sentience being there, if you keep things dumb enough, then there's no chance of it sort of rising up.
So you don't think there'd be any uprising from your
No.
iRobot 5000?
The only I'd also try and make it offline as well. So
Oh, that's very clever.
So it couldn't be hacked.
That's very
So
smart.
I think if anything, if that's the way the robot uprising's going to come, it's the
Through Wi-Fi, yeah.
someone's going to hack someone else's robot, turn it into a killer,
Yes, that's a very good point.
turn it into a spin kicking machine. And then you come down, you'll be, what's all that noise? And
Yeah.
your robot's kicked half your house apart. And you just go, just flick the off switch on the back of its head.
Reset it.
Yeah. Nope. It's gonna roundhouse you.
Yeah.
It's not a.
I wouldn't fancy my chances against a robot, to be fair. Or in any fight, full stop.
I mean, this is one for you at home as well. If you've got 5 minutes, just press pause on this, open up YouTube, and
Oh, God.
type in robots falling over. And as soon as you watch that, you can press play on this again. So
Yeah.
we'll give you a little moment now. So press pause, and welcome back.
Yeah.
Very funny, very
Is
funny
it?
scene.
We might have to do it later.
Slipping over.
Yeah.
But I feel if they were sentient, then they'd know about that,
Yeah.
and they'd know that we were laughing and making a mockery.
Yeah,
of them.
they wouldn't be so pleased with that.
No. So I think so you'd have to draw a line. So a little bit of legislation, a little bit
Yeah.
like the carpet, but
Okay.
have to stop the buck somewhere.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to give the point to you. I think you've
Are
done
you?
done a lot of the
Really?
legwork there to you've
Well, thank you,
argued
sir.
most convincingly.
I'm genuinely surprised that me and Melvin have struck gold there.
It's yeah,
Right. I'll put that
well,
in.
well earned.
Thank you.
A lot more positive points rather
We've
than
been
me
quite-
just going carpets. Bad idea, mate.
Yeah.
Don't bother.
We've been quite wholesome these last few months, actually.
It
haven't we?
has, yeah.
It's been
We
good.
need to get back into tearing each
Into
other's throats out.
ripping things apart.
Yeah.
So just to confirm, you have given me the point for
Is
this
it-
episode.
Yes.
So that makes the scores now: Jack Higgins 10, Nathan Herat 12.
Wow.
I've got a little bit of a lead.
I
So
can claw it back.
you can claw it back, and you will. I'm sure you will, at some point.
We need like an independent adjudicator. Or
We do,
something.
yeah. That's what Timmy the Duck can do.
Yeah.
Timmy's moderating it.
So yeah, if you'd like to send in a question,
Yes.
like the one we've just answered, we'll pop it in the spreadsheet of wonder.
Yes, we will.
Hopefully, it'll get spat out. So you can do that by going to where, Nathan?
These following addresses, sir. You can tweet your questions at DSH Podcast. Our Facebook page is Duck-Sized Horses. You can email them to ducksizedhorsespodcast@gmail.com. And also check out our website, www.ducksizedhorsespodcast.com, where you can catch up on all previous episodes. And also, you can have a look at our competition entries.
You can, and you can get in touch with those or get involved with those
Yes,
competitions and
you
all
can.
those following. And this month's
Yeah, we've
winners.
We've had two, haven't we? So last month, you might remember that we talked about Sim, who had sent in a competition first, which was a picture of some ducks roasting, because we hadn't done the edible,
Mm-hmm.
the edible option. And this month, Bobby's back.
He's back.
He's back and
back in the game.
back with a vengeance, because he sent us a very clever duck recipe, wasn't it? Actually,
We're going to pop it up. We'll put it up on our
We will.
on our Facebook and Twitter and
Yes.
on our website as well, so you can get involved.
It's a brilliant
What's
thing.
it called?
I think it was called mock duck, wasn't
Mock
it?
duck.
I think it's like a vegetarian equivalent, if I remember right.
Yeah, sounds good.
So-
Or can easily be made veggie
Yeah,
as well.
or can be
So-
made veggie. So, and we have said off air, I was going to say, before recording, that we're going to have a go at making it at some point. Maybe the next holiday, so that if it goes wrong, we don't have to miss work through illness.
That's fine.
But yeah, so Bobby's got a duck on his way, which I think could well be number 10.
Number 10.
Number 10, I think.
Go on, Bobby.
Or certainly getting close to that. And we had another entrant, which was Sim,
Well done, Sim.
so, who continues his brilliant sort of job for us of sending us foreign ducks and
international ducks.
international ducks. So this time the ducks, or possibly geese, but we're allowing it. We've
Ah.
had this conversation many a time, haven't we? But yeah, they're from America this time. So we've
From-
had some American...
From Chicago?
I think it was Chicago, yes.
It's been cold out there recently.
It has, yes. So thank you, Sim, for sending in some international ducks. And if you want to join in the competition, and win a prize, which is a signed rubber duck.
Oh, I was going to say, what's the prize?
It's a signed rubber duck.
Oh, funny that.
Who's it signed by, mate?
Signed by me.
And me. There you go.
And you can get involved, and you can get your hands on one of these signed ducks by
Absolutely.
sending us a photo, a video, a tweet, a question.
Yep.
We'd really like some more questions. I think
would,
this month.
yeah.
I'm gonna put in a hard drive for some more.
It would be nice to have some more questions.
You can do so by sending them to the sites and social media accounts
Yes.
that Nathan's just listed, and here they are again.
Yes, I'll run through them again. So you can tweet your pictures and questions to us at DSH Podcast. Our Facebook page is Duck-Sized Horses, and you can email them to ducksizedhorsespodcast@gmail.com. Also, just get in touch because we love hearing from you on the ways I've just said. And if there's anything duck or horse related, or both, that you think that we need to be made aware of or that we may have missed, do let us know. Just get in touch, really. That's the message.
Cracking. Right. That about brings us to the end of this episode. We'll catch you for episode 23.
We will.
Look forward to hearing you in the meantime. But we are going to go and download a software update for Melvin.
We are. Off we go.
This podcast is part of Britpod Scene, an independent network of uniquely British podcasts that's always growing. Check out BritpodScene.com or BritpodScene on Twitter to find out more.